First at 5 tonight, the future. That's what many maritimers are wondering about today after the severe cuts to the Atlantic cod fishery. Whether or not you lost your job or even know someone who did, this news affects all of us.
But of course, for fishermen and plant workers, it truly hits home. Many feel their days in the fishery are numbered, but they're also wondering what they can do if they're not fishing.
ATV's Janice Landry spent the day in the fishing community of Sambro, Nova Scotia. Here's what people there were saying.
There's just no work around. Like I say, the odd day you'll get in down here and make a few dollars and worry about it later, I guess.
Robert's subject has been a fish baiter at Sambro Fisheries for 7 years. After yesterday's cuts, he feels his days are numbered in a community that's based entirely on fishing.
It'll be a ghost town.
Yeah, do you think people are going to be forced to have to go somewhere else?
They'll have to move somewhere to do something or lose their homes and boats and everything else. There's a lot of people panicking down here.
Both Subject and Eric Topple and other fish baiters say they're willing to be retrained. Yesterday, the federal government announced millions of dollars in emergency funding for upgrading programs. Do you want to be retrained to do something else?
No, I don't really know nothing else. I was out since grade 9, and this is all I really did, so there's nothing else out there, really, so I don't know what we're going to do.
If this is all you know, and this is all you know, how much of a chance do you have to compete with people who already have the other training, that are already out there unemployed looking for jobs?
The odds are against us. There's not, like I say, you just worry about it and hope for the best. The only thing you can do is hope for the best.
Bill Blackburn is a fishing captain who isn't biting on the retraining line.
They want to retrain us? What are they going to retrain us for? I got 15 years in the fishery. My father went fishing, his father went fishing, both generations of family, 5 generations of both sides. What am I going to do? That's all we've known to do, we're taught to do, disciplined to do. It's like anybody going to college. They're taught to do something, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go fishing.
The vessel you see docked behind me is the Sea Reaper. She's just returned from more than a week at sea fishing swordfish. And her captain says if they didn't have a sword fishing license, he doesn't know what he would do. Reg Kendrick says he has to make his year's pay on his sword fishing license. And he says he'll stay a fisherman till the bitter end. What about when they talk about retraining? We talked to a bunch of other people down here today, and it's like retraining for what? I mean, is that how you feel too?
Well, I mean, I'm a little too old to be a brain surgeon, so I think Ottawa could use a few of them, but I'm a bit too old to go into training for that now.
So you're going to stick with the fishery?
I'll stick with it as long as I can.
That's good.
Telling comment.
It certainly is, and of course, most fishermen were saying that today. The bottom line is they don't want to leave the fishery, but they will opt for the retraining if it means putting food on the table, Nance.
Okay, for a fisherman or a fish plant worker out there, what steps do they take to achieve this retraining? Where do they go? Who do they see?
Well, I think a lot of the people are asking today is, are they eligible for retraining? So fishermen themselves should apply to the Department of Fisheries and Oceans specifically, and fish plant workers to their local Canada Employment and Immigration Centre. Now, I asked for an interview today with Neil Bellefontaine, who's the head of DFO for the Scotia Fundy region, and a spokesman for him told me that they still don't have enough information from the federal government on this one, so it's in the initial stages, so we're going to have to check back on that.
We're going to have to wait and see.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Janice.